Alrighty, yeah, hello one all. Welcome back to RPG Saturdays. Let's get this show on the road because we got things to do. We have this. We have a surprise collab at 4:30. I'll talk about it a little bit more as people trickle in. And so we're gonna be doing a very shortish trail stream today. Let me get things going here. Yes, very good. What did I do? What did I do last time? Never seen the game launch like that? What do you mean? Alrighty, shortest stream today, slash content from the VOD side for trails, and then I gotta get ready for collab. I mean, I'm already ready to go, but...
Okay.
Oh, did I not do the... I think I did the quest for, Yeah, I did this one, because it was... I don't even remember what I did. I'm really there. Is this shortly? Isn't the shorty stream the next one? Yes, that too. Both are going to be shorty streams with shorties, shorties. So I did. I'm still doing on that one. I finished route and I did junction area bounty. I did route. And then I did the bounty. Okie dokie. Well, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Let me take care of the swallow. The lurds.
Then let's head over.
So I was finishing up the 100% achievements in East 10 yesterday, and the button for items is right on the D-pad, and down is map, like this map. So that's fine, but I'm hitting right, or like I'm like hitting all the wrong buttons on the D-pad because of that weird dog thing.
Welcome.
Never tasted a dessert this good.
What can I get for you? Thanks a bunch.
Pardon me.
Pardon me. Also, if you hear wrappers crinkling, it's because I'm still eating lunch.
Okay.
All right.
Very well.
Check out Eddie's Heels on Wheels. What's it gonna be? Later.
Excuse me?
But, you know, it'd be that way. Unfortunately, I don't have napkins. I am a smart streamer. I have things. A panicked swallow.
What a nice place.
Problem is I have to actually play the whole game while I do this thing, so you know. It's fine.
Watch out for the cars, okay?
I mean, surely it's up here, right?
If I may trouble you a moment. If I may trouble you a moment.
Oh, for real? That sucks. Alright, thanks, bro. I love that. Oh, for real? Damn. That's unfortunate, man. What is that one meme where someone sends a long text where it's like, damn, that sucks. Like, I'm sorry for your loss. Or good for you. I don't know.
Pardon me.
You know? Wallow colliding with the glass. Oh, now I go to the church? Okay, fair enough. So you just got, yes, I agree.
Let us pray.
Or it might already exist. Honestly, for how long Trails has been around, it might already exist. The bird flew into the bell. Funny. Poor guy. Nope. Now what? Climb the ladder. Oh. But the skeleton dresses them or something. Oh, okay, hold on. Now that's something that we can work with. I found me a bird. This thing is still going.
There we go.
You good, Judith?
Right.
All right.
Let's move.
Let
Okay.
us pray. Right.
Let's move.
But yeah, I have officially finished East 10 Proud Nordics. I got all the Steam achievements for that one, which is what I wanted to do. I didn't do all the Steam achievements the first time around. I just did like the in-game
Let's have a look.
achievement list, minus the one. But I did this time. Really, the only thing I would have been missing is the new Proud Nordic stuff and the Nightmare achievement. Which, boy, heck, let me tell you, made that one a lot harder on myself. I should have just played Nightmare and just speedran the game. Like, it was fine having enemies be 50 levels higher than they're supposed to be, and on Nightmare. Like, it was a fun challenge, no doubt about it. I just think that Falcom needs to work a little bit harder on their difficulty, in that just because something hits harder and has more HP does not mean that it is necessarily like good enough for high difficulty. What's up, Flame? No bird models. Every animal model in this series is cursed. But it was still fun. I still enjoyed my time with East 10 Proud Nordics for sure. I had a lot of fun with it. The new stuff was pretty good. The game as a whole is just really fun, and it's really fun. Like, the gameplay is just really fun to play.
All in a day's work.
The new island that they added was really fun. I was a huge fan of that one. What?
Swallows look like they'll be leaving the nest soon.
And now for the latest news from our new...
Chalk one up.
Ooh. And the music was pretty good too for a lot of it. Let me just make sure I...
Let's be on our way.
Yeah, we're good.
Planner launched.
Son of a gun, buttons.
Let's do this.
It do be a good morning. Well, it's afternoon now, but what's going on over here? Finally, more Edith Best Town. What's up, Rafi? Oh wait, we're just speed running the things.
Let's have a look.
I only have a few hours, so I have until what, 15 plus 2 hours and 15 minutes left until I have to go get ready for the collab. Collaboration.
No need to be shy now. Come again.
The Lucrezia? And oh, okay, I dare I ask. I'm not gonna do that just yet. That is
Off we go.
that is a-okay with me if I don't if I don't see the if I don't, you know.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find
Please, browse to your content.
So I lose some ATS and arts damage, but I gain what? Some defense? Why can't they give me the more detailed view here? I hate that. So I go from 344. Okay, so I get a lot at the cost of some arts. For Judith, it is objectively better. And for Aaron, it is objectively better. Okay. I can live with that. My damage would go down with Anyas, my strength would go down, but I gain everything. That's like really fine. That's like low-key really fine for Anyas too.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon's
I don't really care about Elaine.
major landmarks.
I really don't care about the other people, to be honest. I think they're fine.
Clothing retailers and other various boutiques.
I'll at least equip Fairy and Katra.
Opened this year
And Risato.
one-stop shop for imports direct from the kingdom itself.
I know Falcom really wants me to like get everyone up so that I have more options and everything. I don't disagree with that. But to be honest, like relatively speaking, if I have a party that does it all, I'm gonna do it all. Recommended movie not available. You've watched all 3 movies on this list. Have I really?
Step right.
This is not true. I mean, I have technically, but
Screen 2 will be opening its doors shortly.
I can watch Crimson Fist again and
Silent.
do that. But I had the pamphlet for them, so.
Well,
Oh, I watched it with Reen.
theater.
That's why.
Treon's
Reen Bean Machine watched it.
other various boutiques. Stop by the Vern store and pick up
I think I already bought the soda, right? Yeah, I already bought the soda. Birdie indeed?
Hey there, come again.
Treon Tower's observation deck stands 200 feet.
Is Edith the best town though in the series? I feel like that's a fun discussion to be had.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower.
Perfect. Performing shard search.
Landmarks. You'll also find the Vern store, a movie theater, affordable clothing retailers, and other various boutiques to peruse. Newly
I mean, I'm kind of biased towards Trista and Leaves.
boutique, your one-stop shop for imports direct from the kingdom itself.
I don't think I have as much attachment to Crossbell as most people.
Sure to check out their extensive selection from the CCF's latest innovations to luxury wines and
But-
acerbic tomatoes.
Imports from Laburo.
I still really love
Welcome
Ordis.
to the LeBron
I don't know why,
Boutique.
but I really love Ordis
We
from
look forward
CS3.
to your continued patronage.
Let's do this.
I think CS3 and 4 have really good
Check out
towns
Eddie's Heels on Wheels.
What a
as a
nice
whole.
place.
Like I think there's a lot of cool things that Cold Steel 3 and 4 did do that I don't think people give credit for. Oh, it's a Chaos quest. It's by far the biggest, most fleshed out starting town so far. True! Boy, heck, it sure is. And we spend the most time in it, too. Which makes sense. It's the, it's a giant city. Arguably, why would you go to other places if you have the whole city? Time to go find a
Let's
fixer.
get this party
What's up,
started.
Heisei? How's it going?
Nice place. Off we
It gets
go.
annoying because you need to tour it so often. Yeah, exactly. Like nothing else happens. It's like I have to go to every single district, buy every little thing, fish 600 times in Daybreak 2. And then you have to
Get your ice cream here.
Come on by and eat your fill.
Major Amelia is so cool.
do all the 4 SPGs, which are just talking quests anyway.
Do you have a moment?
Holy hell, this guy got beat up. Most games avoid repeating cities for a reason. Yeah, but Trails is like... Normally, it's like a duology, right? So it's like, the first game is like, okay, like Sky, Crossbell, and Cold Steel 1 and 2 did this just fine. Also Cold Steel 3 and 4, but we'll just stick to those 3 duologies right now. Where it was like, okay, first game is go understand the lay of the land. Right? This is where you're going to be for this entire duology. Right? And then some new places, but for the most part, right? Then the second game comes in as just like, okay, you're going to be going back to these places again, but main plot's going to happen in these places too. Edith, on the other hand, is like, yeah, main plot happens every single time in the city, no doubt about it, like the ending of Daybreak 1. And I think, pretty much Daybreak 2 started from here as well.
You believe it? We're gonna go to Spain.
Time to depart.
But then, like, in Daybreak 1, you go to other places anyway, but you can't go back to them. I think that's the thing, is you can't go back to them. Like, in Sky, you can go to... Well, Sky the first, you can't. Sky the second, it's like, you want to go to Rouen? Okay, cool. You want to go to Zeiss? You can, At least you can go to the other places in the second game. Crossbell, you can pretty much go anywhere at any time for the most part. Ish. And then Cold Steel 1 and 2, yeah, you can't go back to the places, but you never really have a reason or need to, like, want to go back to Keldic or, Bereahard or anything.
Astronaut Amelia
So...
The rocket that'll take me to space is gonna launch from right here at Zephyr Space
Telduk. Yo, what's up, Cake? Telduk, yes.
Just a few souvenirs. For the memories.
Nem!
Turt.
Thank you for the resub. 42 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is appreciated. How you doing, little one? Hunger. Go eat. I have a donut. You want a cake? You want a donut cake? I actually do have a donut with me. Tired and drunk. Let's go. Oh yeah, chat. Since Nem is here and she resubbed. Happy World Turtle Day. Today is World Turtle Day. Fun celebrations to be had. You're gonna have donuts Tuesday? Hell yeah. Admittedly, I didn't even plan on doing a celebration, but the collab later, I guess, is a celebration of sorts. So, here we are. Stream on World Turk Day, yay! Do I go get sushi? Yes, you should go get sushi. I know you've been wanting sushi. You had sushi, but you should go get more sushi. There are leftovers in the fridge. Oh. Yo, Sang! Welcome on in, bud. Yes, spam turts for World Turt Day. You can use the normal turt emote or the chat emotes or whatever, just have turtles. If you somehow got a gift sub to Turtles and Chill the channel, there's plenty of emotes there too that you can use. You got my streak, now shall eat 48. Okay, bye. This guy. No worries. That's okay. Dang, 48 is crazy.
Let's roll, gang.
Oh, now I understand. Don't tell me collab today is to announce a new turtle. No, it is not. To be honest, I wish I had a new turtle to announce. I do not. I actually have not commissioned or thought about a new turtle in a long time. Like I've been saying about emotes, but like, and I have a couple of ideas, but like I haven't even like gone past the conceptual stage for the emotes. They're just kind of like there. I just really haven't. I just haven't really thought about it, and that is both probably a good and a bad thing. Because on one hand, it's like it's fine because like I like what I have. You know, I have this PNG, I have the other PNG, and I have the emotes that I have.
Can I interest you in some space-themed merchandise?
But also, like, technically as a content creator, I should be doing more and doing stuff for this channel, and I don't. So, you know. Especially since I'm in a position where I have to commission a lot of it, like the fan art that I would want. You know, but it's okay. You're expecting commission by Tuesday. Fox, too cute. No. Are you expecting one? Or you want me to make one?
Technical support is only an ask away, so don't hesitate to reach out for assistance.
Okay, the math did math though. It sure did. That's cuter. I like that one. Turt Awe is such a great one. I'm mad props to Yahiko for that one. The artist hasn't said anything. Oh, your commission. I kind of like this subquest because it's like, you know, reaching out to like people that we've helped before. So it's kind of like a cool like reference to
If
past
I may
things.
trouble you a moment,
I don't know. Maybe I should commission something. Technically, I have one free open emote slot that I can give for followers. After that, it has to go to subs. cute. Can I show it? Heck yeah. I didn't even know until I opened up Instagram, and the first thing I saw was Happy World Turtle Day, and I'm like, oh, what the heck? I should know this. But yes, so more people are trickling in. I will just kind of remind everybody that at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, in like 2.5 hours basically, we are going to be switching from Trails to a collaboration stream. It's a collaboration that we've done before here. It is the third iteration of the collaboration, and it will be with Nem, it will be with Rio, and it will be with Juniper, and we're going back into the world of Ale and Tail Tavern. So you won't want to miss that. There we go. And then I have to do these. To do these. To do these. Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. Nem is so look at this little guy. Unpopular opinion: goalies shouldn't pay Nem for artwork. Another unpopular. When will I get paid? Wait, what the heck? If you pay Nem as Charlie, if you only ask her to do stuff for each fan mail. Wow. Didn't you do one of the PNGs? No, Nem has not done one of the PNGs that I use for streams. He's not. Look at that! Look at this little adorable guy. He's so cute. There we go. Nem's really good. Nem actually is the biggest contributor of memes to the channel, actually. The amount of random memes and scribbles that she makes is unparalleled, and they're always so funny too. That's where we got Golden Bathwater from, and then there was the one from last month or something like that. That was pretty good.
To reach out for assistance.
Kawaii, this isn't it great? Look at that, he's just sitting on my head there. She made the sign, the sign that you see, Notice Me Turtle, that's also one from Nem, so it's I think Nem is the biggest memester for the Golden Drummer 730 channel. A lot, which is technically fan art in and of itself too, so yes, technically Nem is also the biggest fan artist, but the memes. You are simply my muse. I am glad to be the muse. Where are said memes? In my hard drive. Because I never see them. I should have a place where people can see them, probably, but one day. And the chat between Goldie, me, and I, the VODs where said memes were made. Exactly. I can send them to you all later. I can send them over to you. Boy, heck, wouldn't it be great if we had a Golden Drummer 730 Discord server for these sorts of things? Wow. Keep dreaming. Just do a Goldie meme tag on Twit. Oh! I should actually. Do not look at this man's hard drives. I have seen awful things, this guy. And he wonders why he's stuck in the basement. He wonders why he's stuck in the basement. Instead of freeing him. Twitter in the big 2026. There's still plenty of people that, like myself, that still do use Twitter. It has gone down the shitter, but like, it's not that bad. Yes, no. He asked for it. The Louvre district. I was going to go there anyway. Almost like I knew. But yeah. We have two. I just noticed that I had the Notice Me Turtle sign and the birthday turtle on me. That's cool. You're not paid. No, you're not gonna get paid. No one's getting paid. I get a lot of pain on Thursdays when I VC with them. That's true. Pain? Yes. Paid? Less so. If one of they raid Goldie and search hard drive, I want all my quotes back. Yeah, who's the one that put them all there?
I guess we're off.
Dang!
Bit early to be going Betty bye on me, ain't it?
Did we see this guy before?
Jeffrey Valentino.
In like Daybreak 2 or something?
Desire.
For legality reasons and those watching the VOD, this is all jokes.
Sure, the pleasure's all yours.
Oh, he really... Fabio Rosso, Spriggan devotee. I swear we saw someone like this guy
That's
back in the
Fabio
previous
Rosso.
game.
Drifted over from the city of Dijon not too long ago.
Dijon?
Well known back in my
Mustard?
neck of the woods, but I'm guessing you're out of that loop.
Watching the VOD is not a joke, Helpy. You hush. Down, Cake. Making it look like Heiwe or Ouroboros? That's crazy. Also, to introduce a new character like this in a side quest feels very weird. Especially for Vam. But I assume he's not that important. Metaphorically, yes. Hey Goldie, I have some mixtures that need to be tested. Do you mind introducing them to your fellow in the basement? Oh, with pleasure. No problemo, bestie. I got you. Leave it to me. I do like how this guy's coat kind of is like Vans from Daybreak 1. One day Goldie will disappear and Nem will give us a list of 17 locations. Could you? Yeah. Nem would be the one to know. Yeah, pull out the gun. Whoa! I just, again, this feels so... I don't get... What? It's gonna be geocached. Banger song, though. I just am like, on one hand, this quest is very unique in that I like that it references previous quests that, you know, we've done over the course of the 2 games. And it's like, oh yeah, like there's someone messing with what you've done and everything. But on the other hand, why is this a side quest? This feels like something that kind of, I mean, it doesn't need to be main plot related, but it feels like for Van's character growth, this could have come up in Daybreak 2, maybe? And we could have had a resolution now? Like, I know we're gonna get, like, the sequel to this game, you know, Kai 2 and whatever, and that's, like, the end of Van's story, because Falcom is like, hardy har har, I wanted 3 games, or 2 games, and made, you know, another one again. But, like, I just feel so conflicted because it's like, I like that, but I feel so, like, in a game like this, to introduce that feels wrong. Like, I don't get it at all. The all of them will be right is darker, the after the right, because I'm dumb. Oh, yeah, it's true. Oh shit, I'm first over on the gamble. I can't believe I forgot to gamble again. I'm so stupid. I even had a reminder on my phone, and I ignored it. Does it make sense if you imagine Daybreak 2 doesn't exist? It actually makes it worse, because a couple of the quests, I think, that we did, like the one that was talking about Messeldom, was the Daybreak 2 stuff, so it actually would make it worse in a sense. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it would have been, if it only referenced quests from Daybreak 1, it's fine. But if it's, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
We're off.
Maybe I'm overthinking it. We'll see. I don't know. It depends on if Mr. Fabio comes back later in this game. Or if he's going to be somewhat prominent in Daybreak or Kai too, because like again, it feels like that's a character that's meant to foil and kind of challenge Van's mentality of things. And well, as we know, Daybreak 2 didn't do too much for Van's character development anyway, so a little bit more on Van's side would be very much appreciated personally. So I mean, I don't know, I feel like you got to put Mr. Fabio out in the front if you ask me. PCB was so free though. Kana forgot too. Hilarious. I don't know, but I heard you complain 2 was the filler. It is mostly filler. They figured it figures maybe overall structure makes more sense, as in they wrote certain quests for part 2 which became part 3. Yeah, I think that's kind of really what it was. Oh. Hey cutie, how you doing? Look away, Agnes. I'm hitting on this girl. And you cute. I like a girl in uniform.
What to do?
The filler, see, here's the thing of Daybreak 2, right? A lot of the game was filler. For sure. But, like, the intermission was fine with, like, the whole Harwood thing. And then, of course, like, everything. Like, then we had the big time travel stuff, right? So, like, I think that's the part that, like, really gets people. But, like, Act 1 of Daybreak 2 probably could have skipped. But, how you would say, like, there's still parts of it, like, I don't think filler is necessarily a bad thing. Like, I still think Act 2-A was really good in Daybreak 2 with Anya, Swin, and Nadia. Kind of like being alone without Van and, you know, patrolling the night and everything. And the school arc and the terrorism arc was really nice. But then we did the whole time travel shit, and it's like, holy Jesus. Oh, God. There was problems there for sure. But then we resolved some things with the Genesis and learned new things about the Genesis and yada yada. Now we're here. I feel like, you know, there's parts of it that's just like... I'm so lost, not gonna lie. I'm sorry. I'm doing a really bad job of explaining all of this. Calvard arc is a very weird arc. I both love and I'm also tired of it. The one where they turned against each other was 2, right? Yes. Yeah. I promise you, the other Trails games, especially like Sky and Crossbell, are not this complicated to follow along with. I promise you. Calvar decided we're going to have every single possible big organization be here. We have the Mafia, we have the police, we have Bracers, we have Spriggans, we have Jaegers, freaking Ouroboros is here, the church is here. There's like 7 different organizations. Oh yeah, and like 2 different cults. And the technology. You know, like back in Sky, it was the Bracers, the military, and Ouroboros. And then we added cops in Crossbell and the cult. And had 2 things there. So then we kind of just kept going from there. Oh boy. Yes, but given the situation, it's understandable. Oh yeah, it's definitely understandable, no doubt about it. It's just impossible to follow sometimes. Like, holy crap, if they didn't have the timely terms thing here... The problem is with the world where tech advances so fast, it only work in the naming as it actually would IRL. Wait, what do you mean by that? Oh cool, we have graffiti. My favorite. Think about it, in the real world, we keep the name from old stuff until we settle on the new one. We do relative to. We measure power in horses for a long time. Oh yeah, good point actually. We still call it horsepower. That's the problem with an universe spreading over 13 games more to come. Yeah, no doubt about it. And I mean, it was gonna get complicated in the first place anyway. There's no doubt about that, especially as you want to bring everything to a close. And like everyone has a stake in the matter. Like Calvard really shows just how much stake every single group of people have in like the general geopolitics of everything. Imagine jumping from telegraph to smartphone. Okay, yeah, I'm with you now. I understand. Yeah, you make a good point. My claim, and I think a lot of people can agree with this, is that when we hit the resolution of the Calvard arc, I think it's gonna all start making more sense. And like retroactively, if you were to play Calvard, Daybreak, Daybreak 2, Kai, and Kai 2, like once everything was out, it would make way more sense than like having to wait for the next game to come out. And I have a feeling it probably was like that for older Trails games as well, despite being simpler. Mobile telephone, mobile phones, smart telephone, smartphone. Did they call it smart telephone? Like, I know that's a term, but I don't think I ever heard anyone call something, you know? The enormous technological progress will be explained later. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm sure they'll get around to it eventually, you know? Smart mobile phone. Oh, yeah, that one, yeah, for sure. You know? Like, I'm sure there's a good reason for it, because they've kind of hinted at it already with, like, Reset and everything and, like, Basel. Like, they've very much hinted that there is an actual reason why technology has, like, sped up, like, mad. Right? So, there's going to be a reason for it. I mean, we're going to freaking space. Like, 20 years had passed, but the names of modernish is so little time. Yeah, and I think that's actually what Rafi is alluding to, is that, like, they're going to explain that part too, maybe. That or Falcom is just lazy, which they are. we know they are lazy. Anyway, point being, you know, I think when I eventually play the ending of this game and Kai 2 and whatever the hell, right? I doubt we get inside the language part of things. Who can say? We'll have to see. Oh my god, you're so pretty! Damn, girl! It reminds me of like some manga where it's like, you know, honestly, like there are some manga that, you know, you read and you're like, this would make so much more sense if I binged it. The two that actually come to mind, actually, I have two manga that I actually use for this discussion every time. One that I need to catch up on, called, what is the English name for it?
Well.
What is the English name for you? Holy, I don't remember. Because you're in Japanese. I'm Standing on a Million Lives and Rent a Girlfriend. Two vastly different manga. However, I think those are two manga that if you go step by step with it, chapter by chapter, not only does it not make sense sometimes, but it's like it's not as fun. But if you like wait a bit and like binge arcs together, they become more entertaining. Kinda mid. Oof. And you have very pink hair. So I don't think many people have heard about I'm Standing on a Million Lives. I'm sure many of us here have heard about Rent a Girlfriend, but I don't think many people have heard about the other one. So the basic premise of I'm Standing on a Million Lives is that the main group of people, so like the main guy and his classmates, they get isekai'd basically into this other world of mythology and creatures and everything. And there's this guy called the Game Master, and he gives them a time-limited quest. Now, as a result, you know, the people, the humans, they get like classes based on like your traditional thing, like a mage or a warrior or whatever, yada yada. Here's the twist though. If they don't complete the time-limited quest, they die. / the world that they live in gets destroyed. So they have to complete the quest. You speak of a mid-brunette as if it was Odette or Marielle. Okay, for what it's worth though, Marielle is the best. She's definitely the prettiest, for sure. But I'm Standing on a Million Lives actually did get an anime, which I actually would recommend. It was actually a pretty cool 7 out of 10 anime. But very fun. I think the concept behind it is really cool because, so they don't stay in the world, fun fact. They actually, if they complete the quest, they actually get transported back to their real world. So it's not like they stay in like the fantasy world. It's like they get taken in and out based on, and Odette ain't. Odette is fine, but Marielle is better.
Right. All right.
Very well.
Right.
Oh, you know what I need to do? Unfollow and unsub. What do you mean?
Love me a sugar rush.
That was amazing.
Cuatro on my. I want the taco. I forgot I want tacos.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
Sure, go right ahead.
Pardon me. I want the tacos. 5 stars. Wow.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
Sheesh. Talk about obsessed.
I'm ranked 21, and there are 30 ranks in the game. Oh my god, chat, we're getting there. I actually really like the gourmet system of the Calvard arc. I love the fact that as you eat food items, you get stats. That is very nice. I'm a big fan of that. But the time we need to go and check every food stall. Well, no. So when you enter an area, if you look at a map, if the shop icon is red, then you can then there's something new to buy there. But if the shop icon is blue, then you don't need to buy anything. So it's really just a quick check and go. Or be me and play with a guide. Oh, I still have connection events.
Alrighty.
Damn.
Ice cream! Get your ice cream here!
Wait, who even are the connection events?
I'll take good care of it.
Das Reinring. Nem, are you still here? How do we feel about a gift being called Das Reinring? A nearly complete collection of the most popular operas.
I feel a little guilty.
Thanks.
Apparently there's a collection of popular operas called Das Reinring. How do we feel about that?
I will cherish this.
Okay, I see here. Grammatically a mess, but it still works. Oh, sick, let's go.
Now where?
Lovely. I really gotta get back on my German studies. Rhine is a famous river in Germany, and ring, in this musical sense, would mean circle. Oh. Wait, I walked alongside that river, didn't I? When I went to, Cologne? Or Kern? Köln? Boom. Most likely, yeah. Interesting little quest here, actually. I mean, it's understandable where it's like, yeah, like she felt that after she kind of like got famous, people didn't really see her for herself and more so the art that she creates and everything. And so everyone expected her to basically play like the specific role that they had built in their heads, and versus the Kisara here is just like, I just want to be me though. Oh yeah. Totally makes sense. I mean, especially I think makes sense for a lot of us content creators, right? The streamer self versus the authentic self, and how there can be a vast difference between the two. And it's just like, man, like, you know, I think sometimes when you have to play up a streamer self a lot, you kind of sometimes maybe wish people could see the authentic side too. But if you do, then will they still stick around and everything? It's a raid. Yeah, hello one and all. My name is Golden Drummer 730, but you can call me Golden or Goldie, whatever floats your boat. We like to do RPG/bullet hell games around here, but we do things differently from time to time as well. Like later, in exactly 2 hours from now, we will be doing a collaboration with some Ale and Tail Tavern, so stick around for that. 6, if you gotta go chillax after your stream, you know what you gotta do, and I'll do my best to keep your community entertained. As for everyone else, welcome on into some Chillax RPG Saturdays. We're doing trails. Don't worry if you can't follow along with the story and what's going on. I can try and catch you up, but honestly, it's more or less just a just chatting Chillax stream anyway. So just kind of kick back, hang back, and enjoy the Chillax vibes we have going here, and talk about whatever we want to talk about. Harrison, welcome with the raid. Nox, welcome in with the raid. 6, welcome with the raid. Thank you for the 6 bits.
That you associate with Alaska?
With Alaska?
Family Feud question.
Bears. Welcome on in, Nox, to chat and stream as well. And welcome, June Terse. You go by something else, right? 6 calls you something else, but I don't remember what it is. So remind me what you go by. He's on the board. John, right. John, thank you. Welcome on in, John. Yeah, I would say Alaska is bears. From Super RPG Friends. I do remember because I've seen you on the show too. I was like, I see it too. Like, I know. No racist nor homophobic comments of any kind. Sweet, I can do sexism. Shit, you're right. I didn't put that in there. Wait, what the hell? Oh no. Oh, this guy found the loophole already. And yet one of my quotes says is about racism. Oh, that's freaking hilarious, huh? Oh, that's just how it is. Well, whatever. Yeah, Alaska, probably bears. I assume snow was on the board. What else was on there? Oh, dang. It's okay, we can bully old me. You know what's really funny? The Twitch thing that's just like Raider from channel, it just says 6 2/3. Like it has the S cut off. So it's just 6 2/3, not in 6 2/3. That's funny. But yeah, we were just talking about like authentic versus non-authentic personas.
That takes care of that.
With regards to an artist, and I was just saying how as content creators, I think we can feel that sometimes as well. And what I was about to say is I find that a little bit difficult to relate to versus streamer versus authentic self, because for what it's worth, and people who know me and like, you know, fairly well and intimately can probably agree, there's not too much on stream that is very different to how I am off stream.
Good stuff.
Like, if you were to start hanging out with me off stream, you're pretty much getting the same person. There's a couple of things, no doubt about it, that are very different, but for the most part, you're getting the same.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Evasion 50%, strength and ATS, yeah, speed, move, regen, evasion, counter damage. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Mushroom? You're basically the same? Yeah, I think there's a handful of creators that definitely are just like, yeah, I mean, honestly, I just kind of give what I am. Damage to stunned enemies, 60%, accuracy, 80%. I lose the accuracy part of this, though, I think is the biggest difference, right? Strength, ATS 10, defense 20, speed 30. 12, 24, speed. I think I actually had Law or Gray back then, to be honest. Oh, I also lose the EP. That's... get counter damage.
I'm Mare, a dedicated custom home modifying your ornament, are you?
Scepter, Gamma, Magic Booster. Power Quick Arts. Braver Gamma. I have these and I didn't have them on. What the heck is going on? What the heck? Esteban is accuracy. Oh, crit 10. Speeds up the cast time. That makes sense. My evasion is still fairly good, isn't it? I mean, outside of the thing that I'm getting from there. That's not what Haze is for. Haze gives me more, but that's fine. I'm having myself as a personality, so why bother making another me when I make a Xenoblade Chronicles replay? The take will probably end up being 30 hours longer than it should, and that's how, you know, honestly, that's how it should be. We just keep it nice and chill. Yo, what's up, Arm? Usually the crazy big streamers are the one that puts up the facade. Yeah, I think there's that. And to be honest, this might just be a me, what I've observed too. So it's like the big streamers for sure, but it's also the younger people as well. Like, I feel like it's some of the younger ones as well. They kind of put that one up as well. But maybe it's just they haven't really done the whole brain plasticity thing yet, and, you know, came into their own, you know, whatever. But granted, I started doing this 9 years ago, and I've more or less just done that from the beginning, but maybe I'm a little different in that regard. Now, for the big stream, I mean, obviously, I think as a big streamer, you kind of have to, especially because a lot of the time you have to be careful of, like, parasocial behavior or whatever, you know? And I think, especially, it kind of also goes back to kind of, like, for what reason you make content for. And I think for a lot of us people that kind of just, like, do the things are just like, hey, like, I just am here, you know? And not, like, a negative way or anything, but, like, you know, I am not someone that's trying to make a living off of content. So, like, I don't need to, like, try and consistently create content. Like, I don't need to consistently be out here making clips or, you know, viral moments or whatever.
Go.
But I think for some people, right, where it's, like, the bigger ones, where it's, like, this is their job, you know, they're entertainers, right? Like, they are people that they come in, they have to be, like, the actor or, like, whatever it is.
Pick something already.
Beast Essence. Where am I going to get 2 Beast Essence from?
Be seeing ya.
I stream because I'm bad at finishing games by myself. I think it'd be a waste of time to collect games I don't play. That's a very valid reason. Gazing Drome. Okay, where do I find you? Seidan Waterworks, okay. East, okay, western outskirts. I think I could go to Seidan Waterworks at the very least. Oh, I can't.
What's next?
I guess we're on.
If viewers let me write off this copy of Earthbound on my taxes, then that's great. I mean, that would be a fun thing to do.
Leave it to me.
Go time.
Do I have... I need the Orbment.
Activating maintenance mode.
There's an Orbment that is... Sabbath plus 50. What's the one... I'm one, right? No? I thought there was one for items. Is there not? It's just Sepith? I thought there was an item one too. Or is that a shard skill? That might be a shard skill actually.
Let's have a look. On my...
Do you have to... So does anyone know? Probably Rafi, but do you have to be in command battle to get the item drops from people?
Look out for ranged attacks. No mercy for you. Might want a boost here. Come at me.
Didn't even break a sweat.
I want my
Sure
Beast
showed
Essence.
that.
I literally need 2. I don't know why the guide wants me to have these 2, but I'm gonna get these 2 real quick. I don't know.
Look out for ranged attacks.
get
Stay
tricky.
calm. Might want to boost some art should really hurt.
Go on the attack.
Go all in on her.
What's your
Not necessarily.
Mind, Elaine?
Now, let's be on our way.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. And the quartz for better chomp is a time quartz. It was a time quartz.
shifting to activating maintenance mode?
There it is. It's Fortune. Fortune. It's literally Fortune. Okay, so it's Fortune. Who has Fortune right now?
Shifting to maintenance.
Van does? Okay, perfect.
You got it.
Modifying your orb mentor.
In command battle. Okay, so I have to be in command battle and kill with Van. Got it. Easy peasy. Can do. I know nothing about Trails, but I did play the first 4 hours of Trails in the Sky 4 years ago. Hell yeah. Nah, I understand. This is like the most like recent game in the entire thing too, so I get it.
Looks like the gang's on here.
There are so many of them. Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
DOC, activate.
One will do.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Certain arts will be more effective.
I'm ready. Here to help. Not a chance.
Deploying shield.
Now or never. In your dreams. I'm ready. Not a chance. In your dreams.
Here we go.
I'm gonna be like seeing Xenoblade. Yeah, you're gonna definitely need a break. I need essence.
The wrong guy to fight.
You're definitely gonna need a break after Xenoblade for sure. I'm gonna need a break from Trails once this is all well and good. And I started Xenogears.
Deploying shards.
Use a shard boost.
We're done. They're down.
Pick the wrong guy to fight.
Nice going.
But I understand, yeah. I mean, Breath of Fire I think will be pretty cool. Are you gonna start from the beginning, or are you gonna go to Breath of Fire 4 that they shadow dropped on us randomly? Yours is very good, but I think from a plot perspective, I like Saga better. Ooh.
There are so many of them. Look out. Keep it up. It's working. Show them what you got.
Chew on. Oh, come on.
Got one.
The wrong guy to fight.
Thanks for helping.
Gears feels like it'll be fun. I just am in like the whole thing where like with older RPGs, and I think that like every RPG has this, but I do think especially some of the older ones, like from that era, no doubt about it. One of like their bigger struggles I think is like the first like 5-6 hours, right? Like the ramp up to like the point where it's like you're hooked is I feel a bit longer with some older RPGs.
Unlocked.
Certain arts will be more effective.
I'm ready. Not a chance. In your dreams.
Not that it's a bad thing by any means, but you know, I'm like I play like the first like little bit of it, and I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, this is slow.
Here goes.
We should go on.
Doing the Lufia games as well. Ooh, I have like no idea about anything Lufia,
In your dreams. I'm ready. Not a
but it seems like they're good. Wonderful.
You pick.
That took like no time at all.
Off we go. You're a true professional, Van.
I might never leave.
Pick something already. A meal, huh? Hold on. You better savor that flavor.
Be seeing ya.
Okay, so with that, I need to do the main story stuff, but also have to do the connection events as well. So more yapping.
Van, say cheese.
Lufia 2 is the one people like, but they made 2 more, and there's an action RPG remake of Lufia 2 people say it's bad. What? How interesting. An action RPG, huh? I mean, I'm a big fan of action RPGs, so I might want to see that one too myself. I also want to play the Lunar games. heard nothing but bad things about it, so I'm excited to get to it. There is a point where it's like, you know, there's a little bit of fun playing a game that everyone hates, right? Like, let's see what's bad about yada yada or whatever. You know, I mean, I've always said, you know, one should experience as many 3 out of 10s as they do 8 out of 10s, right? Like, you should see the full spectrum of things in a specific genre or medium, you know, that you're in. Especially, I think, like, a lot of us, I think, grew up on shovelware as well. Like, you know, think about back to the PS2 era. The majority of my games for PlayStation 2 came from a garage sale. Like, there was a garage sale one day, and this one guy was like going off to college or whatever, right? So he was selling, I think, for like $5 or $10, like this giant DVD case. Some of the youngins may not know what I'm talking about when I say DVD case, but basically it was just a big book of CDs and games. And in it was like a ton, and I mean like 90% of it was filled with PS2 games, like so many. And that is pretty much how I had most of my library, most of my games as kids. There was stuff like Ty the Tasmanian Devil in there. Tiger, Devil, Tiger. Tiger, he's a tiger. There was, interestingly enough, Medieval was in there for PS1. There was the Shrek games were in there. Ed and Eddie Misadventures was in there. Jack and Daxter was in there, the first 2. And like a handful of other ones. And and the last game I remember playing before my PlayStation 2 really broke was Fantastic Four Silver Surfer. For some reason, that game really just destroyed my PS2. Like, it was kaput after that. Sonic Unleashed for PS2 also kept crashing on my PS2 as well, so I never really got to finish it. So I had to rebuy the game as a kid on Wii to see the ending of it. It's still a banger game, but PS2 era, yo, kiddo. My first console was the Nintendo 64 at 3 years old, and then I moved to PS2. Because as a kid, I saw a commercial for Kingdom Hearts. Was like, yo, mom and dad, I really want this. They're like, okay, get good grades in kindergarten and, you know, first grade, and we'll get it. I'm like, all right, cool. So I did. And we got it, you know, so then, of course, my birthday, I got a PS2, and I got Kingdom Hearts 1, and I was hooked. Game Boy 1991. Wow. That must have been an experience, right? Having something that, like a game that you could like play on the go. I remember when I got my DS Lite for the first time, it was like, oh my god, 2 screens? And I could take it in the car with me? I mean, I had a Game Boy Advance SP. I played a handful of stuff on there too. But I was never really the biggest fan of Game Boy games, like Game Boy Advance games. Like, I don't know, something about them just really like didn't hit. The only game I liked was Super Mario 3. Well, like I had other games too, and I really wasn't vibing with a lot of them. I don't know why. Like I just, But DS games and 3DS games, peak. That's where I was really. I was like, yo, this is good stuff. Should I be in any of my... That's a good point, actually. I think still to this day, the 3DS is my favorite general console. Which is a really crazy thing to say, but I put so much time in my 3DS. And having the AYN Thor has really, I think, helped, you know, bring that nostalgia back for sure. I really enjoy that device, you know, playing Professor Layton again. / just for the first time, technically for the first game. Being able to try games I never got to try, like Xenogears now, and also have a guide on the bottom screen is really nice. And I also love the Steam Deck too, but it's just so heavy. It's not one that I want to hold for very long, you know? Like, it's a great travel device. I love the Steam Deck for when I travel. But the Thor is just fantastic for, hey, you know what? I only have like 10-15 minutes. Let me just kind of like fuck it open, you know? And it feels so nice to have a dual screen device again. I wish I liked the Switch more. but I just, that's whatever, honestly.
Don't worry, I have an idea. I'm gonna take pictures of her with everyone at the birthday party. And then, I'll give her those pictures with the album. Yep. Since I'm giving all these
Yume
memories
is so
to Agnes,
cute.
I gotta
He's
make
so
sure
good.
to do it right. Yep, of course. That's why the day after tomorrow, you gotta make a ton of new memories with me and everyone else. Thanks, Van. You're always making memories with me. Like today, you came with me to take pictures, and it was super duper fun. Really? I'm glad. Yeah.
That was so cute. Hollow core voice Yume. Oh, that's peak.
This place is
Will I do that?
busy, I might never leave.
Chalk one up.
Not that one. You know what's crazy? I feel like I don't have, there's like no arts drivers. It's like really weird. Like I don't have them. You have Cetus Phantasma? Fantastic. That's so nice. Like they were so much more important back,
Shifting to maintenance mode. It's Yume. I'll do my best to help. What? Change your mind?
Look, I love Yume, but Mare is too good, so I can't. Okay, so and I'll see them all anyway, so I'll go to Elaine. Elaine is good. Elaine's always good. I like Ren's fine, but now that I know I can just see them later, it's like, okay, well, let me just maybe pick a playable character too. Also, now that I finished East 10 Proud Nordics, I'm kind of in that like sadness mode for a bit of just like I have to wait until another East game for the new stuff. Like when I got to the new content in Proud Nordics, I'm like, oh my god, it's my itch again. It's back. Ah, this is great. I'm playing new content, and I have to wait again. You know, I did mention that I might want to go back and get all these Steam achievements for the other East games. And I think it'll be a good way to replay the series too. But I'm on the fence if I do that now versus during a marathon / thing where it's like you know, I play through the whole series on stream again, because I would like to stream all of the East games on stream, because I really do enjoy them, and I think it'd be really cool to show off. And I have technically streamed East before. When Cerulean Skies was a collaboration channel, you know, I did stream all of East 9 with Yahiko. And I did stream East 4 Mask of the Sun, where Yahiko as a guest. And he did Dawn of East with Joey, I think. God knows everyone's at least streamed East 1, 2 enough times that we know in our circle, but no, I think I really do want to. I think it'd be really fun to go through the East games in probably release order. I don't know. Like, the part of me is just like, which order would I do it in? But I'm also thinking timeline order would be pretty cool, so we can see Adol grow up. I really should just have become a Falcom content creator, shouldn't I? That's how I would have gone big. Only Falcom. But nah, I want to show off more RPGs as well. I do want to play Octopath Traveler 2 and other things, and I do want to try and play other games as well at some point. Are they gonna do the lines? Please do the things. Please don't hurt me. Oh, fiddlesticks! I've gone and lost my revolutionary frag again. Frag? Okay. Well. I still love the idea that they dated and they confessed to each other. If only we could have seen it. Although in a way, I am glad that they've only kept these memories between Van and Elaine as memories. Like, the amount of extra bloat that would have been there if they kind of kept it going with, like, actual cutscenes and stuff, I think would have been way too much. No doubt about it. Mood. I felt that way for a few years after even up to a few years of me leaving college. Like I'd go back in the first year because a lot of my friends were still there, but then even then, like they would live like there was like WAVs lived on campus for a couple of years after, so it'd be really interesting like walking around campus being like, man, I used to be a student here just not that long ago. And it's really weird thinking that I'm not. Like, I used to have access to buildings and everything, and it would just be like, I would walk these streets.
And yet, the fact remains I want to be
sorry,
by
Elaine.
your side. Even now. I know we once went our separate ways, and we keep failing to reconnect in quite the same way. But still, I want to be with you. And that feeling hasn't changed.
Dang. What do you... That's just as base... Come on, man. Oh, wait. After I was taken from the orphanage, my days in that hell began. I don't even understand what was going on. I was surrounded by psychos bent on experimenting on me. They made me read one of the Apocrypha and all its words, which denied me my very... Why is this side content? Why is this not part of the main story? What do you mean? What the heck, Falcom? Well, this wasn't a if you skipped this connection event, you would never see this. Every moment there was suffering. And eventually, I did let go of who I was. I'm not in pain. I'm not in agony. I'm not alive. No, I'd never even been born. I forced myself to believe all of that until I felt nothing. And why is this also not voiced? Falcom? But then one day, a single sensation brought me back from the brink. After days upon days being force-fed just the bare minimum nutrients necessary to stay alive, my body instinctively started to crave what it lacked. I began to recall a faint memory. A memory of when you brought Quincy Company chocolate to the orphanage. Whoa. When those sweet flavors spread through my mouth for the first time. In the end, I couldn't abandon my sense of self. Or, well, I tried, but whenever I did, I would remember that sweetness. That silly little memory was what tethered me to this world. It was what let me hold on to what I was, who I was, until the day I was finally saved from that hell. Yes, that's why I ended up becoming just a tiny bit obsessed with sweets.
You idiot. You've had that sweet tooth from the very start. When I found out what happened to you, I hated myself for being so blind. To think my own father made you suffer so much. Somewhere deep in my heart, I believed I didn't have the right to be at your side. But I get it now. Me, Renee, we were there. We were always with you.
So I think I have my timeline right. Right? So Van, Elaine, and Renee grew up in this orphanage together. Van gets taken away because of Elaine's father or whatever. Oh, hold on one second. Okay, we're good. So yeah, I was saying timeline, right? So Van, Elaine, and Renee grew up in an orphanage. Van gets taken away from the orphanage, gets put in the cult. They grew up in Aracion. Ren and Elaine were with their families. Van in the orphanage. They became friends, but her father didn't want her to know get too close to her with the orphan, so he used this connection to make it disappear. Yeah, so then he goes over to the cult. Oh, right, yeah. So Elaine, yeah. So obviously, yeah, they weren't in the orphanage together, duh. Then later down the line, when Van is saved, he ends up back at Aramis after being freed, and he was with Master Bearguard for a little while. And then he ends up back at Aramis, and then leaves again?
You guys were, for sure. Honestly, I had a lot that I wanted to say to you when we reconnected at Aramis as teenagers.
Yeah.
But instead, I just acted like the brat I was and ended up running away. So let me say it now. Thank you, Lainey.
That's crazy. That honestly is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's some good writing right there.
That's not fair, Van. After I bared my heart saying all these embarrassing things, you won't even give me a straight answer.
He ran from Aramis and met Bearguard again, which took him under his wing. The next time they saw each other was Daybreak 1. Oh. But it was the church... It was the church that saved Van, though, right? Like, he meets Bearguard for the first time then?
That's just... not fair.
I agree with Elaine here.
Yeah. I'm not a fair guy. But you've always known that.
I think that's one of the hardest things about Van is because it's all told through flashbacks. It's very hard sometimes to keep track of his whole timeline of like when what happened, personally speaking. But it's impressive. I am yeah, that's good. Nice going. Kuro no Kiseki. When did this song play in Daybreak 1?
Thank you for telling me about what happened, Van. My heart feels a little lighter now. I really want Renee to hear what you said too. But I don't see that happening anytime soon.
No, because Renee is being a freaking weirdo and he's trying to enter his villain arc or some shit like that.
We're gonna have to get drinks again sometime.
Oh, I want to be relevant, so I'm going to become a weird psychopathic villain, I guess. I swear to God, he's going to become a villain in this game. I don't trust
One way
Renee.
or another, we'll make him understand that's what longtime friends like us do for each other. I'll be waiting for that answer, by the way. For however long it takes.
Yeah. I know.
So he doesn't fully reject Elaine. Never trust the guy wearing glasses. How, for what it's worth, in Trails, we have seen it a handful of times that we shouldn't do that, right? I mean, the quintessential person that we could never trust with glasses was Wiseman, you know, back when he was Professor Alba.
Brisk and refreshing.
You know? And then we had Joachim Gunther. He wore glasses, right? In Zero? Ian Grimwood? Oh, the characters just write themselves, I tell you. It's quite entertaining. Anyway, I'm gonna start I'm gonna start going through here and going through the main story stuff. I think I'll be able to start the dungeon today, because I still have 40 minutes. Nice.
Welcome to Andalusia, Patisserie.
Huh? Mom? Oh, it's Miss Chloe and Lucrezia. The hell kind of lineup is this? They're even showing your face this time around.
My, if it isn't the Spriggan and his helpers. Hello there. I didn't expect to run into you again so soon. In regard to my face, it's not as though it's meant to be kept secret. You all saw how I looked when I wore a kimono before, no?
Goth mommy. Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
I've heard all about how things have been going, and from the sound of it, you've all been through a lot. It seems someone gave you a bit of a hard time recently.
If you know that much, I'm not quite sure how to respond. But regardless, it's nice to meet you. My name is Elena Claire. How polite of you. I'm Chloe, Judith's mother. I'm sure you already know my background, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. But Lucrezia and I have been acquainted since back when I was still, working full-time. Wow, really? That must have been entertaining. Indeed, we first met before I'd even joined the society. It's been, my word, 16 years since we last fought when I was a member of the Order of the Moonlight Horse. Yeah, you were always quite the troublemaker back then, weren't you? Though it seems you've mellowed out quite a bit since then. Well, you know, she got to know Harwood, and he kind of like, you know, wifed her up a tiny bit-ish, not really, I don't know. Well, I owe that largely to you and your relentless scolding, now don't I? I see. Please tell me there's a memory core of these two in the Grim Garden. I had no idea. When you think of it, you were working full-time up until 10 or so years ago, Miss Lanster. So you two were kind of like Jaegers then. Sometimes you'd fight, but other times you'd work together? That about sums it up, yes? She was never completely awful, but Mr. Oathbreaker, on the other hand. Yeah, we're very familiar with him by now. Well, as much as we may seem like a package deal, I'm not always working with him, you know. Harwood was a member for the Order too, just like Sharon. I feel like we haven't gotten too much of the Order of the Moonlight Horse, honestly. But also, I'm noticing a kind of connection here. If you enter the Order of the Moonlight Horse, you enter Ouroboros. Back when we were both in the Order, he was fairly hands-off when it came to my activities. Even now, I'm not quite sure what he's up to. So that's how it is. Our friend with the hat did mention he was on some kind of trip. The fool, the professor, starting to seem like everyone in your group is off doing their own thing. I can't deny that. Even Walter's acting on his own right now. However, you needn't worry, thanks to that agreement between the Grandmaster and President Gramhart. We are in a public cafe! This is not the place to be having this conversation! And given how much dear Elroy has been scolded, I especially doubt he'll stir up trouble anytime soon. Aw, but he was a great villain! As much as I'd like that to be true, I'm not about to count on it. By the way, maybe you could give us more details about your pact with my father? Nice try, but sorry, that's not something I can let slip so easily. In any event, I plan to leave Edith soon and head off to a certain place. Again with the vagueness. Well, at the very least, enjoy the cake here. It's so good it will restore humanity to your dark and twisted soul. If I had my way, I'd sit Harwood, the fool, and your professor down and shove a slice down of each of their throats too. Something tells me it wouldn't quite have the same effect on them that it does you, Van. Well, I'd been recommending it to Yorda and a few others, but it seems you're quite a fan of sweets yourself. Yes, my daughter's told me all kinds of stories about your sweet tooth. I got to thinking, and I'd love for a connoisseur such as yourself to try this one dessert in my recipe book someday. You got a dessert? Man hears about a new sweet and his neurons light up like a bonfire. Ah, you mean that— Wait, hold on a sec, we're getting off topic. I'm a little curious, honestly. At the very least, it seems we don't need to be overly suspicious of Miss Iselle for the time being. True. Best leave it to Miss Lanster to keep an eye on her while we focus on our other tasks. Look, I think everyone can agree. Lucrezia is beautiful. She is one hell of a goth mommy. With a very good accent.
Let's roll.
Falcom, please. Ouroboros / Order of the Moonlight Horse game, I beg. Even if it's a side game. Oh, and yes, and the rest of your work crew. Ale, your favorites here. Miss Odette. Busy on the job as usual, are we? Yes, it's good to see you all. Really cutting loose, having a girls' day out at Quincy Parlor. Plus one guy. Shut it, it's not like I want to be here. Can we just get this educational visitation meeting done with? Don't be so impatient, James. Educational visitations. That brings back memories. Sure it does. I heard they suddenly made the call to do it in Longline this year. Yep, originally we were supposed to be off until the end of the week. But then the space program got moved forward. I have to say, I'm looking forward to the chance to see a manned rocket launch. You still haven't decided whether or not you're going to participate though, have you, Agnes? Your hairstyle is crazy. I like it. Yes, that's right. Sorry to cause you all so many problems. It's fine. What happens, happens. You just focus on doing your thing, okay? Thank you, Odette. It's nice to have such good friends. Well, you keep mulling it over until the 11th hour if that's what you need. Right! Speaking of student council work, you mentioned having a good deal of trouble with vendors compared to last year, yes? Yeah, about that. Apparently it's because people left their jobs without passing on the appropriate information. It seems there's been more people like that in the past year, regardless of the industry. That's so. Smells like it can be related to the missing persons incident. But they must have all had their own individual reasons to quit. Dissatisfaction with the current circumstances could be a common factor, though. At any rate, it'd be a shame not to make the most of the venue here. Do your meeting the right way and get yourself some sweets. But of course, that's what we're intending from the start. Good luck to all of you, too! Nice.
Heading to the objective.
Really hope we can get our hands on some tickets from Sharp.
Cinematic masterpiece.
No reason to go that way.
This is the wrong way.
If Startaker succeeds, the Republic is...
Vom.
District's back alleys are where the real...
What? Grammy?
Oh, it's you lot. I heard about what went down this morning.
It's been some time, Arkwright Solutions. I notice Aaron isn't among you all today.
I mean, I would have brought him, but I want Judith.
Though it seems you do have Lao Da Mao, old Boss Cat's granddaughter, with you.
I'm sorry, how did you pronounce that?
Though it seems you do have Lao Da Mao, old Boss Cat's granddaughter, with you.
Wow. That's impressive. Yen Lu. The Chinese wasn't bad, right? I don't think it was, actually.
You're the same as ever. Wrinkly
That's kind of impressive, all things considered. Well, I guess considering how well connected you are, I shouldn't be surprised you know him too. The dedication. They really threw some stuff out here. You're here asking about the society? Nah, nix that. Gotta be about whatever Sao and Ashen are after, huh? Of course, that would make sense. Indeed, you're correct. Strange disappearances and a mysterious white orbment. The details happened at the auction house have been shared. What happened? By the way, it basically means Old Elder Mao cat. Oh, that makes so much sense. Okay, so that character, Dominique, and Judith, they basically come from a line of Grim Cats, like Phantom Thieves. So they like, you know, go into like their cat costume and they like fight for justice, Persona 5 style. So that actually makes a lot of sense that it means old elder cat, basically. Because Dominique was one of the Grim Cats that passed it on to Chloe, who we just talked to. And then Chloe passed it on to Judith, who is in our party. So they become Grim Cats. That's cool. I like that. However, I'm unable to share anything more than that with you. But shouldn't we be cooperating as much as we can in times like this? This character, Judith, is the Grim Cat. She's also wifey. I love her so much, even though she's a girl failure. Aaron's not in Heiyue, so it's understandable you wouldn't share anything with us. Well, this geezer is being so unusually stubborn today. It's even giving me a headache. But who made Dominique the first Grim Cat? That's a good question. Do we know? At this point, we both know each other's weaknesses, so it's a real pain in my backside trying to break him down. I truly underestimated you. Yes, I imagine she's about the only person who could negotiate with one of Heiyue's elders like this. Well, we've gotten some new information via the Society about the White Orbment they left you. Since you were the ones who went through the effort of getting it, I suppose we can give you something to work with as compensation. Heh, much obliged. If you know that much, then I guess we had some scary folks following us the whole time we were down in that basement, huh? Wait, really? We were probably already marked by the time we visited Saad asking for information. I didn't even notice, but wouldn't Shizuna have been able to see them? I'm sure she spotted them, yeah. Probably decided it'd be funnier to let them be. That woman, I swear. Anyway, what sort of information do you have for us, Gian? Strictly speaking, I'm not part of Arkwright Solutions, but I hope it's okay if I sit on this as well. You got a few subtle hints. The 2 moments where the compass lit up in combination with the memento quartz from Dominique. Memento quartz from Dominique. Oh, Okay. I'll join in myself if it's all the same. I called it information, but it's more of a question than it is an answer. So, the White Orbment you recovered. As I'm sure you've noted already, it bears a strong resemblance to Epstein's legacy, the Genesis. Yeah, your point. You may have forgotten, but one of them was hidden away in Longport. To be precise, it was in Heilong Shengzai, the land that was sealed away 40 years ago. Wait, is that? Oh, I remember them mentioning this before. If I recall correctly, that location has close ties to Aaron's circumstances. As you learned back then, we of Heiyue sealed the tyrant away to die there. And one of the Genesis you came there for was sealed in the very same place with him. So that begs the question, why did he have one of Professor Epstein's devices in the first place? When, from whom, and under what circumstances did the tyrant obtain that Genesis? No one, not even us at the highest levels of Heiyue, had any knowledge about that device being there. Seriously? Huh. If it was 40 years ago, that would have been 15 years after Professor Epstein had passed. That possibly made it all the way from him to Longport. Thinking about it, it's the same sort of situation for those people with white orbments, right? That's right! A group similar to DG, orbments that are similar to the Genesis. A lot of coincidences piling up all of a sudden. So it's AD. That's more of an important point than I expected. I need a freaking Google Doc that I can read that and like I can point all this together again. I might low-key just like binge the wiki or something, because I want to like put all the dots together again. I need to put all the dots together again. As long as the family heads are operating in the same area, such as Edith, there are more likely to be times where they'll collaborate. So feel free to arrange for any further exchanges you'd like with myself, my granddaughter, Sao, or even Yin. Yep, that's the plan. That reminds me, I should get in touch with Risha. So we should be good, I think, if I leave the area. Daybreak is crazy in that regard, more than any other game so far. It really is. Oh, this number.
Hey there, darlings. How have you all been? Your fixer work still going well?
Coming along. Bit stuck on the AD front, though. Don't suppose you got anything for me there? As it just so happens, one of Elaine's seniors from the guild stopped by not too long ago, and I've been having a nice long chat with this rare customer. Could it be Zin? We ran into him ourselves just this morning. Wouldn't have expected that shaved bear to ever come to your shop, though. Don't worry, he knows that I often serve underground types, so he's been on his best behavior. Anyway, he wanted me to pass on a message if I was able to get in contact with you. Namely, that this is a good opportunity for you to come and meet the special guest we've got with us. Huh. No clue who that could be, but you make it sound like a pretty big fish. But got it. We'll swing by if we can find the time.
I'll be waiting for you. We've got some other stuff to talk about, so...
I love that in Trails, everyone that's on the phone is consistently on video call and speaker, too.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but I really could use your assistance. Everyone from Arkwright Solutions, and Elaine as well.
That voice. Could it be? And with that, my message is delivered. We'll be waiting, darlings. I feel like I've heard that man's voice somewhere before. His voice was pretty calm. Oh wait. Yes, we first met him during the illusory coup, and then saw him again at the political debate. From what I heard, he's been pretty active in Parliament recently. It seems he's been questioning the Patriot League about problems that have come up as a result of the space program. Correct. And due to that, he's been in frequent contact with the guild as of late. But given our charter, there's not much we can do to publicly help him. Right. Ellie's daddy. I'm still surprised that he's relevant. In general. Still, given this guy's position, I'm willing to bet he's got some good info for us. Right then, once we got everything settled, we'll head over to Brahmani's or Riverside. Okay, give me one quick second again. And we should be good to go. And I'll do the start of this stuff, and then we'll switch over to Collab. So, BRB real quick. Appreciate everyone's patience. I imagine actually maybe I won't even start the dungeon today because of the cutscenes are going to take forever.
Off we go.
Now, why the guide wants me to have all my meals and stuff like that, then whatever, but I guess maybe whatever we do here is going to take a while or whatever, so we won't have time to come back to Edith.
Jin really is with the senator. They seem really engrossed in their
We start chatting, there's probably going to be a while. Yeah, okay, fine. It's probably fine.
Van, darlings, welcome back.
Oh, Lane. Didn't expect to see you here, too.
Hello, Jin.
I'm sorry we had to call you over here like this. I really should have just gone over to your office.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Senator Ryan Connery.
It's good to see you again. I remember we talked a little during that debate back in March. And, of course, your help during the coup is invaluable.
Ah, wait, it's not his voice. Well, that's a surprise. Senator, you remember what happened during those 3 days? I do. The images of fleeing the pointless coup alongside the President and the Prince are burned into my mind. I've since heard the full story from Zin. This nation owes all of you a debt it cannot easily repay. Oh no, it wasn't just us. It was only thanks to help from a lot of different people who were able to make it through. I was sort of part of the problem at one point. That event aside, it seems you know a great deal of information not released to the public, is that right? Correct. I went and looked at the cult eradication plan that took place when the Republican Party was in power. And then I have ties to Crossbell, so I'm aware of what went on during the Croy independence bid and the Retributive Tower incident. Oh, that certainly explains things. He's been a huge help. He's given us a good deal of insider information that not even the guild knows. Wow, seems like he's really well informed. Does this guy know about me too? Though I can't say I've made nearly as many connections as Mr. Rocksmith has. Oh, can I just say, I'm a huge fan of your grandmother's songs, your mother's plays, and of course, your movies. It's a genuine pleasure to make your acquaintance, Judith. The pleasure's all mine! Well, he's got good taste at least, so maybe it's okay. Well, happy to find you're an easier to talk to guy than I expected. Getting down to business though, I hear you've been looking into all the strange stuff that's been going around the space program. So I take it you're after a little info exchange between the surface and the shadows, right? That's right. Now and even back then during the Almada incidents. The main party, no, the presidential office, has should have shared all relevant information with all relevant parties. But it seems for some reason they can't or won't do that. So I thought I'd better go searching for this info on my own. Oh. As a politician, I feel I have a duty to lay down the groundwork for the future, regardless of whether my party is in control. Senator. Ha! This guy is cut from a different cloth than President Gramhart. Heck, even Rocksmith. Well, if that's the case, then let's get to it. What do you say we each lay out our cards? So even the space program's budget is full of irregularities? After seeing it on the news, I figured the amount of the space program would need was, well, astronomical. That's putting it lightly. As a member of the opposition party's inspection team, I actually visited the Zeku space base the other day. We'll talk about timely. What was it like? I'm told they're sparing no expense in implementing every state-of-the-art piece of technology they can. Stepping inside, my very first impression was utter shock they were able to build something so grand out there in the barren hinterlands. Though perhaps I should have expected it, given that Professor Yang Cronkite was overseeing its construction. Suffice it to say, the equipment they have there is without a doubt the kind of technology a feat like this requires. I've got a family member involved, and that lines up with what little I've heard. Oh, are you one of Professor Hamilton's students? Despite my tone when I talk about it, I do agree the space program's aim is a noble one. It's just... The costs of building, maintaining, and operating the base and all 3 rockets has been publicly disclosed. However, there's an amount that's the amount of unaccounted for expenses that vastly dwarfs all the other expenditures combined. Almost as though they've been pouring all this money into something huge that they refuse to make public. Does sound pretty shady, huh? Could it be for some manner of new weapon or perhaps a new type of observation satellite? I couldn't begin to guess, but on the topic of weaponry, they have reported a new weapon on the defense expenditures. It's the assault frame they announced last year. It's supposed to be like nothing before. Rumor has it it'll be used for the manned launch that's scheduled for the day after tomorrow. Oh, so that's why they shot a humanoid dummy up there last time. So, just to be clear, you're saying you think this is some sum of money is being spent on something completely different? Correct. They have marked it as confidential expenditures, but it's the sheer size. Its sheer size is telling all on its own. I'd say it's probably enough to finance a large fortress and an aerial fleet. Holy heck! That's a hell of a lot of money. And this something is that all this money is going to is the real goal of this program? Yes, I believe it's a very distinct possibility. I can't say whether it's related or even true just yet, but rumors say that the space program has another name. Huh? It does? Isn't the official codename for Project Startaker? That is actually something I've been hearing whispers about more and more among the other info brokers. Startaker's the public name, but people are saying the presidential office and the space base have a different codename for it. Unfortunately, Kincaid and his group have been clamped down so hard on any info, we haven't been able to figure out what the name is. That's sending red flags off for me. They're starting to sound more and more like an evil villain group from a movie. Oh, sorry, Agnes. No, please don't worry about it. I agree that it's suspicious. From the sound of it, all the technicians and construction crew have been working there have been hit with a strict gag order. Seems like they're being threatened. It doesn't seem like they're being threatened or anything, but there's not a peep coming out of anyone. Here's one thing we can say with certainty, is that the presidential office is hiding something. Indeed, and they've contacted both Marduk and Ikaruga's cooperation and service to that. Right, which we saw during Reen's arc of all things. That was, I mean, it was Kino, but like, totally not shit. Yes, we totally saw that, that's for sure. Our biggest question now is, are the space program's true goal and AD somehow related? Oh, 100%. What? But that... Well, we know the code name. I already forgot it. We learned it during Reen's, right? At a glance, there doesn't seem to be any connection between the space program and these people mimicking the cult. But the words about another dawn still get... Is it just other dawn? That is something to consider. The space program is also being touted as a new dawn for the world in its promotional campaigns. Given the way the presidential office and CID have been acting, I almost have to wonder if they're not getting reports coming in from Crossbill, Liberal, and the Empire. Huh, what reports? I remember hearing about people disappearing from the northern part of the continent in places like Ramifaria. Oh yes, I've heard that as well. It seems several people who were stirring up anti-immigration sentiment or were vocal about independence issues have gone missing. But separately from that, I've been getting reports from politicians and government officials in countries that I have contacts in. In Crossbell, for example, certain politicians who have lost their jobs after colluding with the Mafia have suddenly disappeared. And in the Empire, troublemakers from both the noble and reformist factions have vanished too. In Liberal, it's a number of corrupt military officers who enabled a coup attempt back in 1202. Huh. Oh my. All of them neither civilian or criminals. People that even HQ hadn't thought to keep an eye on. Hold on a sec. What if we're just overthinking this? What if those folks haven't been kidnapped? You're saying all these people are running off to join AD all on their own? Want another piece of mind-blowing hint we got? Yes, please. Yes, I actually do want this hint. that's the case, it's possible this is happening in countries all across the continent. If all these people are gathering together here in Calvard... Project Leviathan, the sword into the sky. The sword into the sky, yo! Sword ring any bells? It's not referring to the sword that Milliam became back in the like Cold Steel 3, right? Like that really cool sword that Tilly and Millie. It is referring to them, isn't it? Oh no. Right. I didn't think that would become relevant again. I might have made a serious mistake. I was so caught up with events at my front door that I neglected what was going on abroad. I should have at least gathered more information about the illegal immigration Sheesh, don't start me like that, phone. Wait, emergency call. Oh yeah, requests from clients who got one foot in the grave and another on a banana peel. I'll take them on sometimes for a premium. Do you even listen to yourself? Oh, the call didn't connect. I wonder if the reception is bad or something. Huh, I wonder what that could have been about. Hey, Agnes, look! Oh no.
Huh? The Genesis.
What's going on over... Oh.
I got through. Please, help us! The Blacklight District's in danger. Send someone, anyone. Those fixers, the guild, I don't care who.
You're Joe Browning, right? Calm down just a second and tell me what's going on.
Isn't this the guy that got stabbed last year?
I don't know what's going on. There's
The last
crazy
game?
freaks and monsters everywhere. Save us,
Do the Sky remakes include the new characters? No. Well, kind of. They do show people that you see in the future in like pictures, but generally no. It's not like you see people from like Cold Steel or anything like that. They're just kind of like in the pictures, and like, or it's like, oh yeah, you know, Erebonia talked with Liberl after the 100 Days War or whatever, you know, that sort of thing.
Right. I'll contact Hazel.
Understood. You guys are good to go, right?
Of course.
What could be happening there? Anyway, we'd better hurry.
This has to be fate. I'll come with you.
Say what? No, you can't. We couldn't bring a senator with us to somewhere so dangerous.
Don't worry, I'm former military, just like your father. If it comes down to it, I know how to handle myself.
As in new characters that were not in the original Sky and are new to the series? No.
And as a politician, I have a need to know what's happening to my city.
Sky the First did not. If Sky the Second decides to do that, we don't know. We won't know until September. Sky the First did not, no. If anything, it kind of elaborated on some characters that didn't have too much going on for them. Like, what's his name? The guy in the... It's not Karna, Grant. They did a little bit more for Grant, I feel. But beyond that, no, there's no new characters.
Fine.
Annalise got a new side quest. That was really cool.
You gotta stay in the back. Vermonti, can you pass this on to the police for us? Oh, and those two also.
Got it. The police, them, and I'll call Heyue as well. Whatever's going on, you all be careful over there.
If we're ready, then let's hurry. The shortcut's on the other side of the river.
Imagine they start remaking the other games too. I know, right? I hope they don't do that. It seems like Falcom does want to remake up until the end of the Crossbell arc. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Oh, I have time to do a little bit of this. Let's go. Maybe I'll go a little bit past 4, because I do want to do a little bit of this. Setting up for the collab's not going to take forever. Right. I'd heard the rumors of the secret underground passages. There's some trick to getting it open, right? Yep, this one ain't the turn the knob type. Surprised you knew that much. Guess you must really get around, huh? I talked with your daughter a while back. She told me a few stories about you. Oh, so you've met Ellie. I suppose I should have expected the two of you would get along. Though I said I was ex-military, I was only ever an inspector back in Crossbell. Way I hear it, you just about single-handedly fended off a takeover by the Mafia all while butting heads with the Empire. And it was all through all that I get to the daughter McDowell family and sorry, I guess this ain't the time to be chatting. For real though. I thought you're supposed to be the guild's big shot leader guy, not some gabby housewife. Well, I can't disagree with that, but we should get moving. Right, if you hurry, it'll only take us about 20 minutes.
Hey! Wait up!
Oh, it's you! Wait, Isabel? What do you think of it? You were from the Lerv district. Did you receive the emergency notice as well?
Yeah, I got a call from the district's kingpin, but it cut off suddenly. And I knew this would be my chance to make bank. I mean to make a difference. So when I went to ask Burmati about some meat shields, or should I say bodyguards, he sent me after you guys.
She's not even trying to hide her intentions. Yep, same as ever. Probably be good to have a doctor with us, though. Alright, everyone, let's move to the Blacklight District. Right. What? She's a guest? Oh, lordy. And apparently this is a one-time visit, so I have to actually kill everything here. If I want Battle Trophy. But am I even going for Battle Trophy? I don't think I'm even going for Battle Trophy. Oh, do well. But Isabel, you said you passed through here this morning, right? Right. None of these things were here earlier. They must have something to do with the attack. Almost reminds you of the Geofront down here. That monster over there looks especially strange, though. Wait, those things are here? Then that's the monster from the report. Thing that Alvis ran into that appeared in the culvert and the junction areas? Really is a weird looking thing, isn't it? Pain to deal with, but there's no time for other options. We'll just have to push through. Right! I'm picking up signals from a large number of entities ahead. Be on your guard, everyone! Be sure to keep it to the back, both of you. Alright, but please allow me to provide a bit of supporting fire. And if anyone needs, I'll be ready with some quick first aid. Hell yeah. Brilliant.
Switching to maintenance mode.
I need water for absorbing guards 2. Right? Yeah, I need water.
Modify.
Switching to maintenance mode. Single element. New shard skill added. New shard skill added.
This one really doesn't matter, so I just need to put something here.
Activating maintenance mode.
I want either Burst Gain or Fatal Lance. No, I want Burst Gain, so I need Fire. Okay.
Skills changed.
Judgment Feather is Mirage.
Ooh, shiny new skill.
And then literally anything else here.
Skills changed.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Getting engagement. Brace yourself. Here goes.
This is such a like upbeat theme for you know, this whole thing. Oh, it has the freaking thing where it regens, huh? Never mind, Judith is on point. Never mind, we got Judith. We don't even need to worry about it.
Didn't even break a sweat. Way to steal the spot.
We need to hurry. Lead the way.
Roger that. Don't go wandering off on your own.
Thankfully, we have
Break a
Turbo.
sweat. You stole my thunder, Judith. I'll give it right back.
Elaine, you don't really have thunder to give, to be honest. You know?
Here to support. Come on. On my mark. Ready to roll.
I'm not a star for nothing.
You sure showed them, Judith.
Careful. I sense an incredible aura. Do your work. Great time and strike. Taken point. Have the initiative. Move it. Boost gate. That fight felt pretty good.
That's the way, Elaine. Oh, hey, a treasure chest.
Where? Oh.
Access granted. Commencing operation. Expanding search field.
Oh, that's mean.
Expanding search field. 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 Mission accomplished.
Much prefer DB2's hacking minigame music. Really? Time and Mirage sub-element. Finally, a new arts driver. I was like, when am I going to get one again? I like this one. It's cute.
You got it. Here goes. It's go time. Got this in the bag.
I want to get to the end of this hallway.
Didn't even break a sweat.
You sure showed them, Judith.
Got this in the bag. Ollie. Finish him, Van.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Taking point.
Now's a great time for a shard boost.
And move it. On yes.
Initiating drive.
You can do it.
Activating skill.
On your signal!
Displaying info.
We should go on this.
Say the word.
No, you don't. Get stabbing.
Lovely. Fantastic. I love you, Judith. You're so good. Alright, we'll call it there. Okay. So, I'm not going to rate out today just because we're going to be back here literally in like 20 minutes. So, in exactly 26 minutes, we'll be back here. We're going to be collaborating with Nem, Rio, June for Ale and Tail Tavern. So don't go anywhere. Go grab a snack. Go grab some, just hang out for a little bit and whatnot. I'm also not going to, I'm going to like end the stream too, just so the VODs reset and everything. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining me today for Trails. It was really, this really quick one and everything. I will see everyone back here in a little bit of time, like 20 minutes. And then next week is more Toho Thursday. And then I think the weekend after, May 30th, we'll start Octopath Traveler 2. So thanks everyone for joining me today. Like I said, we'll be back here in about 20 minutes.